Hi everyone, welcome to Connecting and Stuff. Today we have Kavita Behera with us. She's a Power BI expert and a data visualizer. She also has her own hashtag on LinkedIn called the Weekly Chart, where she posts about charts, their importance, and how to best use them. With that, she has also built a personal brand on LinkedIn and has been doing it for over 2 years now. So, welcome, Kavita. We would love it if you could share a quick introduction about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Kavita Beya. By profession, I am a product manager, but I come from a research background, research and analyst background. So, throughout my work, I had to create a lot of reports, dashboard, and basically convert data into good information. And for that, I started using Power BI tools. So that's how involve and become a Power BI developer by skills and yeah.
I sort of understand the importance of data visualization. I am from marketing field and I especially don't deal in big data, but there have been times when I was presented with 1,000 columns, 50 rows, and this kind of table where you have to, understand some data and give your opinion and create future OKRs for that. So I've been there and I understand how data visualization helps when you are trying to tell a story as a marketer. So from the marketing side I understand, but we'll not indulge in that part. Maybe in some later podcast we can cover the importance of data visualization in general life. But today our topic is about personal branding, and since you have been doing it for some time now, I and you have appeared on these webinars where you have sort of presented yourself, and all that happened because you were constantly posting about your work, about your knowledge on LinkedIn. So I think this is what personal brand is. But I would like to know from you, what do you consider a personal brand?
For me, personal branding is the power that you don't have to introduce yourself every time to someone else. Your work, your skills, your interests, everything is there to display, and people know you. So that's a motivation for me to create that brand around me. Like I love talking about data visualization, can go on and on.
You mean that people reach out to you and tell you, we have been following your work and these are the things we liked about you. This is how it goes, right?
Yes, and same with getting clients. So my USP or my strong suit is enhancing your dashboards and bringing that right story structure instead of working on the data warehousing and data structure, which is a more technical part. So when even a client reach out to me, they know okay they are hiring me or they are looking for a solution on the enhancement side and not for the warehouse side. So these kind of bifurcation helps me and them as well while starting the conversation.
So why is personal brand important to you? You mentioned that it gives you the fame in your niche in the industry. It also gives you client, which is basically money. So it gives you fame and money. So, is this the only reason for your personal branding, or is there some other deep rooted personal reasons for you to pursue the personal branding side as well?
It might sound silly, but I always wanted to be the first person when someone search Kavita Behera on Google, or someone just search anything or like my name on Google, I should be the first person to appear on. So that was always like a deep rooted motivation I had, and through LinkedIn and through personal building this personal branding, that came to true. So if today someone search Kavita Behera, my articles, my webinars, other work, different websites, like all the things about me appear on the first page, and that's something I really find cool. So yeah, that's one of the motivation. But eventually when I start doing it, I get the good connections, got to learn more things, got better opportunity, and these things keeps me motivated to get better and keep maintaining this personal brand.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, appearing on Google search is a dream for all of us who were born when the internet sort of started emerging, because we used to go on internet and search. I mean, I have done that: search our houses, search our names, search our schools, and all those silly little things that were personal to us. And when we used to get results on internet, we used to get really excited. So I remember all that time, and I'm really happy for you that you're on Google, which is very difficult to upkeep, because I have worked on SEO, and I understand how difficult and how competitive is Google search. One day you are at the top, and like in few days, 10 days, you are not, and you're completely gone from the first page. It's not like you're down third place or fifth place, you're completely gone from the first page. So it has happened, and I really appreciate that you have been constantly working on that goal as well. And it's not silly. I mean, we have these little things that keeps us motivated, so why not? So my next question is, why did you choose LinkedIn? Why not any other platform? Because there are so many social media platform, or these kind of places where you can showcase your skills. So a lot of people, and not just from B2C or consumer side of their business, there are people who are really B2B targeted or have really formal clients. They are also on the Instagram reels, or TikTok, or YouTube shorts, or YouTube. But why did you choose LinkedIn, and are you planning to move to some other platform, or have you moved to some other platform?
I had never planned that, I want to create my personal brand. It just happened with, other thing, and being consistent and working on my skills and thing. Of course, when I joined LinkedIn, like everyone else, I was looking for a job. I was hunting for a job, and the best thing I could do is just showcase my skills. The things I know, I started posting about it. And eventually I realized that, these things are not commonly known, or people find it interesting. And slowly I developed that, okay, I'm not just posting for myself and to show my skills, but I'm actually helping others to learn the same thing. These are not commonly known thing. So that's how my job hunting became transformed into this personal branding. At this point, I think LinkedIn is the best platform for database community. I mean, we have the best way to post our work, interact with our community, which no other platform at this point of time is giving. You can go on YouTube, but that's like entire video format content, and the interaction is very limited compared to LinkedIn. And there are some new platforms which started to introduce for Power BI community specifically, like Novi Pro and Power BI apps. So through that, people can showcase their skill in a more better way, and people are like getting more active in those platforms as well, which wasn't there earlier. Like the Power BI competitor is Tableau, and Tableau organize their big offline and online events for their entire ambassador and people who are using Power Tableau. And that event itself is like very lavish, but those kind of things at this point is not happening with Power BI. So keeping all things aside, LinkedIn was the best platform.
So you talked about consistency there, and this is where I think most of us struggle. I have seen people who become like really active on LinkedIn for like 3 months, and I think they have the same reason as you had, finding a job. And as soon as they find their job, they just stop using LinkedIn for anything. They are like not active for 2 years since they found the job using LinkedIn. So I think somewhere they also struggle with consistency. They do it because they are desperate and they want a job. As soon as they have it, they have no motivation to keep doing it. Now, how do you, I mean, I'm also sort of in that phase where I'm struggling to keep myself motivated. I try to post something every day, at least on weekdays, if not weekend. And I often find myself struggling with ideas. I have tried creating calendars, tried creating content beforehand, but every now and then there are days when I feel like, is it is it working for me, and why am I doing this? Have you faced similar kind of dilemma when you were sort of, in your journey of creating your personal brand, and how you sort of motivated yourself to keep doing it even after you got your job, your clients, and sort of fame in your community? How did you manage that?
So yeah, being consistent is tough, and everyone struggle, and I feel like everyone go through this phase where they be like, what to do, and how to stay consistent. We are not getting more ideas, and when you see other influencers or other content creators, creating amazing content, and then you get these feeling, why I can't do these kind of thing. So it's a very common feeling, but from my personal experience, what I felt is, you can plan as much as you want, but sometimes even I have a like list or to do list of these things I want to post in a month or a week, and I never do that. Like I put those ideas one day, and next day when I feel like now I don't want to do these kind of posts, or I'm just over that idea. So it's very tough. The best way to for you to be consistent is what comes organically to you, and just don't you don't even have to post regularly. You can go and interact with other content creators posts. That's a way to stay active, and post the things that you really enjoy or really find good. For that, as you mentioned, I started hashtag weekly chart, because at that point I was also struggling with how to stay consistent. So I created this concept of hashtag weekly chart, where every week, no matter what happened, I'll post one chart type and I'll talk about it. And that way I started my this week to week consistency. Whereas some people post once in a month, some people post twice a week. It's a matter of what is your comfort zone and how much you can post given the time and your work and schedule and everything. So if you feel like you can post daily, be consistent daily. If you want to post one thing in a month, do that, but that work should be really show the quality that you want to show.
So you mentioned that if you don't want to post every day, you can least interact with other people's post. So what is the best way to interact? Because I know liking doesn't make sense anymore. Because for a person who's getting like thousands of likes, they might not even get a notification that Kavita Behera or Rashmita Behera liked their post. So what is the best way to engage? Should we always comment, or should we message them that, hey, we liked your post and we would like to engage with you, or we would also appreciate if you check our post as well, or something like that? How do you engage with other people's posts? What is the right way of doing it?
Of course, if you like a post, if you like an idea, go and like it. That like button is there. The other thing is, when you post when someone posts something, you like the content creator are making your job easier. Will see that most of the content creator, whenever they post something, they try to bring that engagement. So they might ask you a question, or ask for your opinion. So there you is your studio, like okay, this person is asking something around it, and if you don't know how to start that conversation, just follow their cue that hey, this person is asking this question, what is my opinion on that. The third way is just be candid. Whenever you see a post, whatever the people you are engaging or interacting with, you must have some thought in your back of your mind. Okay, what if this happened? What if that happened? Just feel free to comment that to that creator's post. And last but not least, if you really want to build a good connection with someone, go that extra mile. Follow through their content, drop them in person messages, and if you're genuine enough, the other person will reply to you. Like, I mean, the at least the database community is very supportive and very open to be interactive.
Right. Since we are talking about engagement and being consistent, there is these things, at least on LinkedIn and a lot of other platforms as well. Groups. We have LinkedIn groups. We had Facebook groups when Facebook was doing really great. Um, and similarly, all other different platforms, you would find people have built some kind of communities. So, what do you think about these groups? Because I have recently started working on my personal brand, but but I have worked with different companies to help them build their LinkedIn profiles. And every now and then I used to get this advice from people who have never worked in marketing that you should try posting about us on LinkedIn group, which I never found to work. What is your take from the personal brand point of view? Because for companies I can tell these groups don't work. People join these groups, I don't know why I have joined these groups, why other people have joined this group, but nobody, only a few people, handful people. If the group has like 2000 members, only two or three people would be engaging in that group, and other people are just not talking about it, or they don't care about it. Have you ever used it for your advantage, and what are your thoughts?
So yeah, for personal branding, see, one idea is, of course, you want to be as public as possible. Like, you want to be seen. So, if you go and post something in a group, that sort of limits you, right? Your post did not get the same engagement. At least in LinkedIn, you can clearly see when you post something for public, and when you post something in a group, the engagement metric in both of these has a huge difference. But these, at the same time, these groups are a very good thing if the admin is handling them in a in a more organized manner. If that group has a specific purpose, targeting to a specific group of people for a specific reason, if those things are maintained properly, I would love to go and check that group, engage, and put comment. But if they are just group where people start putting junk things, start self promoting themselves, I leave those group immediately, because I'm not getting any quality from those groups, neither I want to post back on there, and it's just not helpful to me in anywhere. So yeah, at the end, group is a great thing when you are your target audience, by the purpose of creating that group, and you're maintaining it. So yeah.
I like your answer. I mean, it makes sense. You need to understand what is your goal and sort of work on it. And with group, you will not have the infinite amount of users, and with LinkedIn, you'll have all the LinkedIn users to, I mean, the potential, not the fact that everyone will for sure see your post, but there is a possibility. But with group, you might limit yourself with those 1,000 group members. One interesting thing you also touched upon is if the members or the admins are diligent enough to make sure the group is clean from all the self promotion, product promotion, and all those things that are not really helpful for everyone. So, with that, we come to the end of this episode. It was really interesting talking to you, Kavita, and thanks for your time, Kavita. Would you like to end it with something that encourages other people who are listening so that they also start building their personal brand?
See, if you want to start building your personal brand on LinkedIn, I would just recommend you that don't take this pressure of building a personal brand. Just stay true to your work, post what you like, be open to engage with others, and appreciate other people work as well. Be ready to learn new things, and won't even know when community will start giving you that love, and start appreciating our work. And it works like that, and you will have your personal brand one day. But just work hard and be consistent.
Great. Thanks, Kavita. Thanks for your time. It was lovely speaking with you.